Going live in 3, 2, 1, and we are live. Hello and welcome to Khosi Nation Fan TV. I am Bilo, I am your host, and this is where fans meet and talk about Kaizer Chiefs. Khosi Football Club, flu or no flu, we are here, we are within, we're hitting with consistency, we're always there. And today we're talking about the Kaizer Chiefs players who are getting their contracts renewed and those who are not getting their contracts renewed. So if you're joining the stream, just say shout out so that I can see that you guys are here and we can start engaging, because I have a list here and I have an announcement that I'm going to make, which is me, what I do now when I snacko. That's what I do every video now. Uti Olampilo. I make announcements each and every video. And this is an announcement that's also came online away. This is going to be interesting, not just for Kaizer Chiefs fans, but it's also gonna be an interesting it's also gonna be an interesting announcement for other people as well who are not Kaizer Chiefs fans. Now Ubuyisile is saying salute Mpilo. Simply Beast is saying, Simply the Best is saying shout out. Yebo, welcome to the channel, welcome to the show. Yeah, forget the flu, forget the voice. So good, the voice doesn't sound right. Yeah. So first up, if you are wondering why am I having a live stream at 6:30, I thought Pilo had the deal. You're good to have live streams at 7. Nope. I'm no longer, since remember my live streams usually start at 7, or our live streams, because we talk here. Our live streams are usually oh yeah, now umuntu sa Gaborone, Ulamong from Gaborone. Yabona manje, we are doing the things. Gaborone is in Botswana. International. Yes, so welcome. I'm saying that the reason why the channel is now having yeah, I'm going to save the live stream. So the reason why I'm now doing live streams at 6:30, which is going to continue being the pattern unless I move them to Mondays and Wednesdays at 7, is because me and Newsroom Africa have this working relationship from now on. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays, you will see me just pop up there analyzing football things. So it's an exciting time to be alive, because I just did an analysis of the relegation battle that is currently going on in the PSL. So the news will start at 7 on channel 163, and my short analysis will also be part of the news package when it comes to sports. So shout out to Newsroom Africa, because now we have a working relationship. Shout out to them. So anyways, you know, Gutige, I will always make time for you guys. In fact, you are still my priority. This channel is still my priority, even though I have other working relationships with Newsroom Africa. Utumsan is saying, my outing pilo awe. Now Munye. Yeah, as you are joining, guys, can we just use the next minute and hear people telling me where you are from in the country? If you are not in South Africa, just go and tell me Uguti. Yes, welcome Lebohang Tebele, who just became a member of the channel. I will read other comments. This is a very good moment because people are saying where they are coming from. Just say shout out as you are joining. Say hello, and then we get to the content. Unoko is saying Olampilo Noko from Limpopo. Yebo, Ola Noko. I'm thinking of Noko Mashaba in those cartoons. Shout out Noko. Uluyanda is saying Pilo, shout out guys, let us lift our spirits for Thursday, so that even if the results don't go our way, we stay resolute. Our course, well done for your gig, brother man. Thank you. I'm happy. Lebohang, once again, welcome. Simply the Best is saying, we're happy to see you go places, brother. Proud of you. Thank you. I'm happy to see myself go places. Upiwi Hlahla is saying, Khosi for life. Ulebohang Tebele is saying, Olampilo, awe Khosi. And Smith Production is saying, hello Mpilo. Okay, shout out to you guys. Now, let's get to the content before other people leave. Okay, I have my book here that I bought in Indonesia. Oh, I think I saw someone who said they're watching from China. Ricardo Lamola, yeah, Ricardo Lamola is saying, I'm watching from China. So shout out to you, Ricardo. I left that side of the world almost a year ago. Not almost a year ago, a year ago. Okay, so we have Kaizer Chiefs players in total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 of them whose contracts are coming to an end, and some of them we've even what's the word? We've even heard the shandies, the talks about what is happening with their contract negotiations. The first one being Itumeleng Khune. I even want to make a poll because I always find it interesting when we talk about Khune. So I'm just gonna do it. Ne? I am just going to do it. Simply the best to say Vadel Park. I'm just gonna do a poll. I wanna check what you guys think about this one because with Khune, I will just ask. Let's start with Khune, and I will say stay, go. That's Ogi poll. So the first player who is up for contract renewal is the one and only Itumeleng Khune. So the question that I have for you before we talk, while we're talking about it, should he stay or should he go? Because suggestions right now, according to reports, are that Itumeleng Khune will be leaving Kaizer Chiefs and will be joining the technical team. But then again, that also depends on whether or not he wants to join the technical team. Because remember, Khune has said this thing more than once, that he wants to continue playing. And there are teams that could still take Khune. For example, let's take Richards Bay. If Richards Bay somehow miraculously survive relegation, they could be open to getting a keeper like Khune. Why is that? Well, because Stanley Nwaba, keeper wabo Salim Makula could be sold to another team, right? Chippa United could be open to getting Khune. Why? Because Unwabali, who's currently playing for Chippa United, could be sold because of his heroics with Nigeria during the AFCON. So that also be the thing that could happen. So Khune is one of those players who, depending on whether he wants to continue playing, could leave and still find a team in the PSL. But also Khune, he's staying at Kaizer Chiefs after being a player. Let's say Khune decides, okay, you know what, I'm calling it a day. Give me a job as someone, a goalkeeper coach. I also think that depends on whether the new coach will want to keep Itumeleng Khune, right? And as I've already mentioned countless times, that as much as Khune a legend here too, I don't think that it makes any sense for a new coach to then be subjected, or not subjected to, but be forced to just take people because they are club legends, right? And this is nothing personal to Khune. It's just that is the coach comfortable with working with Khune, or are we just going to say, hey, work with Khune, he's the club legend? Shut up, right? It doesn't make any sense. So I see that there are 26 people who voted, and so far 54% says Khune should stay and 44% says Khune should leave. I'm going to read some of the comments. Well, as you are reminding me something. Guys, if you want to become a member of the channel, you can click on the link and say join. It's easy. You are helping the channel. 20 rand per month. You see, I need to find people who speak Sutu and speak Sutu consistently. Because people have stereotypes about Zulu people not learning Sutu. Yeah, so people who need I lost my train of thought. So I'm saying that it would, if you wanna join the channel, it's easy. It's only 20 rands per month, and you just click the link that is on the description, or you click the join button that is there. Comments to Messi saying shout out Mpilo Sinako from my mother's womb. Umenzi is welcoming Lebohang, and then Blade is here. Solitiwan is saying Khosi for life, simply the best. Utu from Vanderbilt Park. Elton is saying hola big boss, I'm from Namibia and love your videos and honest truth about Kaizer Chiefs, and big respect for you and the channel. Keep the good work up. We are international, guys. That makes me so happy. Ulebohang is saying you must be live next time. Go TikTok. You know, I've been trying to do the TikTok thing. Well, I haven't. Let me not lie. I've been wanting to do TikTok lives. So I will see how I can fit it on my schedule. Hey, now I'm vote. 55% are saying Khune should leave, and 45. I'm closing that voting thing, and then I'm moving to the next player. Blade is saying no contract renewal for Keagan, Fiso, and Khune, please. Utufuna umshimane. Umzokhona is saying, please, Mr. Mtaung, keep Khune. Yen guys in Safuna Stinu Khune. I'm going to close the poll after 35 people have voted, and then we're going to move to the next player, because we've talked about Khune, and then Upabonk is saying, I don't see how Khune can stay as a goalkeeper coach. Does he hold any coaching license? He was doing the training. He started doing his training, I think, towards the end of the last season. So I'm sure he's somewhere. I don't know how far, but he's somewhere in his journey of coaching license. 36 votes, 57% says Khune must go, and 44% says Khune must stay. I'm ending the poll and I'm starting another one. So this new poll is now about this next player. So I will tell you right now who the player is as I type here, because Naye is one of a player who is now linked with a move away from Kaizer Chiefs, but there is no reason why he should be leaving. And I'm talking about Njabulo Ngcobo. This is beautiful. So Njabulo Ngcobo, there was a huge thing about him. Guti, he's not being appreciated at GFC, so he should leave. But then when Luke Flus came, it was clear that he doesn't have a place, Njabulo Ngcobo, because Luke was being prepared to permanently take over that slot of Njabulo Ngcobo. But then the unfortunate thing, the sad and the thing that happened with Luke Flus, he passes away, and then now that left that space open again, which means Njabulo Ngcobo, because of that, he might just stay. But from you guys, because now he's being linked with AmaZulu, do you think he should stay or go? I see vote are coming in right now before we move on to the next player, because I look at Njabulo Ngcobo, I think he adds something to the club, because as much as he's not the quickest of defenders, if you just want a defender who's going to help the team play from the back, Njabulo is perfect, right? But again, if you're playing against a very fast team, then you can't play Njabulo Ngcobo, because he's going to become a liability. I mean, Njabulo Ngcobo can even play as a 6. I remember a coach that I don't even agree with, which is Stuart Baxter. He played him as a 6, and he did relatively well. I think there was even a derby game where he played as a 6. I was like, wow, where Riff Rosler scored that cracker of a goal. So I think that he is much more than just a center back. He can be a 6. He can also play if we're playing, let's say, a back 3, right? Can play if we're playing a team that we know is going to, let me see, that is the team that is playing. Because if you look at Sundowns, they play. They're not really over-reliant on running. So you can play him in games like that as well. Unless you because bazogijima. But you can find a way of using him in your team. But with 19 votes, I see that 58% of the people are saying that Njabulo should stay, and 42% are saying Njabulo should go. And I'm going to wait for one last vote, the 20th vote, and then we move on to the next player. So the reports are saying Njabulo Ngcobo, possibility for him to stay is much higher than the possibility of him to leave. So that's him staying right there. Blade is saying keep Khune on the sidelines at least. Upabonk is saying Mapoloba is for keeps for a new coach to see him and assess him first. And also Vele, that's good since his contract ends. I think their contracts are written to end June 30, so he can be assessed in preseason and can still be training with the team. And then I'm a contract tabo August or July still, he can still be training with the club. And Umzokona is saying, I think they must loan to get game time to other team. He's still a good player. I think loaning a player of his age is sounds like an insult. Like I don't think I would like that as a player 29, 28, for someone to say I ngeke go on alone. I'm a grown man, guys. Come on. Please like the video. So I don't think he would like that. He would rather leave, but I don't think he would leave because we've already established Uguti. It's not just about Chiefs. With Chiefs, it's not just about play game time. It's also about the fact that Chiefs will offer you way more than what other teams are offering you. So the next player, should he stay or should he go? Siyethemba Sithebe, who I was pretty sure Uguti the guy was leaving. I mean, I was sure Uguti. The way he was not involved for so long, I thought the man was just done at Kaizer Chiefs. All of a sudden, I'm like, doesn't make any sense. He's definitely leaving. And he was linked with the Golden Arrows. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he now starts playing. And he's been playing consistently, despite the fact that there was a time where he was playing with Mart engekho nasebenchini. There was a time now he was playing and benching Castillo. I don't know whether the coach has come to a point where he's like, I've tried Castillo, I've tried Mart so much and they've not worked, and now he's benching them and he's trying with Sithebe just to keep him until the end of the season. Or is it because also Chiefs are looking at him and assessing him and thinking this man should stay because we want him to stay for next season? So indaba kaSithebe nayo is something that is very, very interesting. And this is the first, actually, this is the first vote that has such a huge margin, because we did the first one, Ega Khune, it was 56 for go, 43 for stay. And then Ega Ngcobo, it was 63 for stay, 86 for go. But for Mapoloba, hey, Nyamtando Mapoloba, guys, there is 76% of you, 77% now, who are saying he should not Mapoloba, Siyethemba Sithebe. I never thought I would see people wanting Siyethemba Sithebe stay so much. I need to see the comments. What are you guys saying in my comments? Uplay is saying we can't afford to loan Samgelo, guys. Agahlal. Na vele lo zining. Umesi Mike igama lakho liyangidida sinakho mangilifunda kanje. Sithebe cannot leave. Please, that guy is a box to box number 10 that we need. Arthur was capable of using him as an attacking midfielder at the beginning of the season. He played with flair. That's Zwane played. Exactly. Vele indaba kaSithebe has always been tricky because he played relatively very good for AmaZulu, came to Chiefs, and then all of a sudden bamshintsha bamenza 6, and then he still played well. He played better than Umar, especially when he was playing with Samgelo, because he was always there sitting and allowing uset umfanakazana lo wakwaZwane ukuthi to advance forward. So I think he was very good. Samgelo is saying, I don't know why they keep playing the players who are most likely to go. E.g. Hlanti, for example, Hlanti, Sithebe, they are not even that good, to be honest. I feel like at this point, please like the video, by the way. There are so few likes, it's making me sad. 26 likes after 267 views. Please like the video. I think when Khosi, the other reason why they are making him play is because right now they are trying to damage limitation, right? Because they see the team is not doing well. They know these players might be leaving, but the ones who are staying are not performing well either. So you might as well play the ones that you trust, even though they might be leaving next season. They are just doing all of these things for stability. I saw Ilkay Gundogan playing as a key player for Manchester City, despite the fact that everyone knew that he was leaving, but because he was this thing, what's the word? But he was still a key player for the team. They kept playing him. Umesi saying lisho kahle igama lakhe. Simply the best is saying Sithebe has been very good on attack, providing good passes and through balls for the strikers. And have they not missed those chances? Yo, Sithebe from deep has still been more effective than our attacking players. So that's really good. Umzokona is saying, please give him another season. In the last few games, he's showing how good it is to keep him. That is true. Blade is saying Sithebe is a workaholic like Mart. I feel like Sithebe is just a bit above Umart because at least Sithebe still creates something going forward, unlike Umart. Isaac is saying, Sia like Zwane can't be sold or loaned. Give them game time and be patient to them. True. Aulebong is saying Sithebe has improved a lot. Yeah, well, that's what you also want. A player is coming off from not playing for a few months and then he comes back and it does well. Ricardo is saying, I think we should release Sithebe and sign Ngcobo. I don't think that Ngcobo thing is happening ever. Because if it didn't happen the other time, because there were some things that did not go well, I think that then made it tricky for any renewal to happen. Okay, to the next player. The next player who should either stay or go. There is a poll if you are watching this video after them. Check is this one. His name is George Olehlohonolo Matlou. So Matlou naye contract tag is coming to an end this coming June, and he's injured right now. So Chiefs is struggling. Chiefs are struggling with injuries, ne? And he's one of those people who have been hit by injuries even before this big one. But also, on top of Chiefs struggling with injuries, Chiefs is also struggling with playmakers, which he is. On his best day, Matlou becomes sort of unplayable. I don't want to say he's always unplayable, but he can become really good. There are passes that he makes that normal players don't make, or should I say, some of the players that are at Kaizer Chiefs and are playing the same position that is playing don't make. So with the lack of creativity that Kaizer Chiefs have, and with the glimpse of goodness, I don't even know what I just said. With the glimpse of goodness that we see from him, I could say that I wouldn't be opposed to Ulehlohonolo Matlou actually staying at Chiefs because you need depth. Dolly is living right now. The people who are there in that position is Njabulo Ngcobo, Usabelo Hadebe, who's sitting on the bench all the time. Dolly, who might be leaving. Fundo Vilagazi. Let me just count these ones who are staying. Hadebe, Ngcobo, bese kuzoba Umfundo Vilagazi, Nomtutuzi Shabalala. So you do have 4, but technically you can play Umfundo Vilagazi on the right, you can play Umtu Shabalala as a winger, and now you are left with just the Uhatebe, Nomtanzania. So it's only 3 really, and it can be the 4th one. So I think you need competition, and I think that it wouldn't be a bad idea to keep him. So 62% of you guys are saying Matlou should stay, and 38% are saying he should go. Like the video as we go to the next player. But let me read comments. Blade is saying give George a chance and he will reward us. Usiamgela Mpele saying he can leave. We have Samgelo Zwane. I really don't understand why he's not played the boy. He's a gem. Yeah, but we ingane bam protect as an injitor. Upabonke is saying, if it could be my call, only players above 30 would go. People would argue with you and say the problem with that is that there will be no experience. But I get that point. I would say all the players who are over 30 who are not performing should be released. Not should, but if you are not performing, like Usfiso right now, intensity achieves Isiamhlula, so I wouldn't be opposed to him and any other player who has dropped form who's over 30 to be released. Euleboang is saying, I really feel like Matlou won't offer what we're looking for, unlike Sithebe who's promising to give us more. Khosi before injury, he was performing. That's my thing, ne? But I hear what you're saying, because sometimes he's just disappeared, and then he's had his games, and then at times it was just average. And then simply the person saying Hadebe has not been played in that position, and he excelled at it at DTC. That's another problem he has. Let's go to the final player before we end the show. And this one, I have a feeling. Let me not say what feeling I have, because now I'll be swaying your voting to what you think. The next one is Keagan Dolly. Is he staying or is he going? Initial talks, 1.4 million, the money that he's currently earning, are that he might be on his way out. And then there were talks of he might be staying, and then once again. And I think, you know what's funny with Dolly? I think most people, please like the video, are also affected by the fact that he's getting so much money, and because of that, they get discouraged to hear that this man is getting so much money and yet he's always injured. So that then becomes a very tricky situation when it comes to Umfanalo Wagwadoli. So uh, I think that's the thing that makes a lot of people, as I'm watching the poll right now, 77% of you guys are saying Keagan Dolly must leave. Like, that is just a lot. That is a lot to Tolu Abantu Enzeni. If he's watching this show, he's like, what are these men talking about? Why are you guys saying Utoli must leave? Not that I'm saying I'm opposing that, I'm just saying that, wow, it really is a lot of you that are saying Utoli must leave. So I think that this is what's up. So here's the announcement. Should I make it or should I not make it? I feel like I shouldn't make it. So I won't make it now because I haven't done it. I will do it once I think. Anyways, no, I'm making it. I said I was gonna make it. I'm going to make it. I still impilo Chiliza. Ngizotshela the other day. Ngizontshela because there's no point of me telling you right now because I haven't gotten the things that I need to get in order for me to tell you. But I did make a promise. So if I don't keep it, it's like I'm breaking my promise. So there are people who are going to watch this channel, this video afterwards. And I'm going to start another channel. And this channel is going to stay as it is, as a Kaizer Chiefs only zone. Ne? But I'm going to start another channel called The Cutback with Mpilo. And that channel is going to be launched tomorrow. So I'll be posting my first video there. And there I will just be talking about football in general. Because I know Sundowns fans, Pirates fans, we banter a lot with you guys. But also I just love football. So now I have also created a platform whereby I can engage with everyone. And also the working relationship that I have with Newsroom, who I'm about to tune into right now, is also making me just have more interest in other clubs, because there I'm not just analyzing Kaizer Chiefs, but I'm analyzing every team that is playing in the DStv Premiership. So stay on the lookout for The Cutback with Mpilo. That's really gonna be interesting. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm watching the thing. I'm going to The Cutback with Mpilo. The channel has not been launched yet. When I launch it, I am just getting you ready. So when you see a video that is popping up that says The Cutback with Mpilo, you will know that we've launched the channel. We are now talking about football. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, remember, before or after this video, actually, let's go and watch Newsroom Africa, the news on channel 163. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, remember, equals and Pelumor. And poll, 79% say Dolly must leave. Wow.